Hey guys, how are you? Just a video on how to use a grinder correctly. Okay, for those that don't know how to use one, which is almost everybody. From what I see, even in the building trade, there's not many people that know how to use one. And I try and catch people out, well, I'm not supposed to catch them out, I try and help them out to try and teach them how to use one properly so they don't hurt themselves. So I'll get my son, Frankie, to hold on to the camera while I show you how it's done. Okay, what we're doing today, we're cutting off steel posts, and what we have is a little 5-inch grinder. I used to use a 9-inch grinder for this, but of course health and safety and infinite wisdom says 9-inch grinder is no good because too many people hurt themselves with it, basically because no one gets taught how to use one. Even when you go to tech college, they don't teach you how to use the 9-inch properly. Okay, these are wonderful machines once you know how to use one. Okay, this one, if you notice, does not have a guard. The reason why is in my job, my handle, you don't need it, it's my job to have a guard in there makes it twice as hard to do the work. Okay, now a guard is helpful for those who don't know what they're doing, and one of the bad habits that people have is when they grab one of these machines, they lay it down on the blade. You lay it down on the blade, that's why it's got two little feet here, so it lays down on the back, okay, when you put it down. Alright, it does not lay down on the blade, because you're going to break it, especially with a little 1mm blade. Alright, a guard is there to stop you from getting hit with sparks and the blade when the blade shatters. Okay, now the blade only shatters if you don't know what you're doing or you've hit something hard. Usually the first, they don't know what they're doing. And two, you've cracked it because you put it down on the blade and you've then cracked it, then you start it up, of course it's going to shatter. And a guard is no real security as to that not happening. Okay, so a guard is for those people who, just to make sure that hopefully no one gets hurt when they don't know what they're doing, which is 90% of the time. Okay, but the one thing to remember with a grinder is that you have a sharp blade that's moving very, very quickly, and never, ever put a toothed blade on a grinder unless you really know what you're doing, because I've seen some nasty accidents of silly people doing that. Never put a toothed blade on a grinder. Okay, now what we're going to do is cut this line here. Okay, this is on this job we've got all the heights measured. We've got a line here on this stump which is my cut line. On that I'm going to put a steel plate, so that's the finish line for me. Okay, now to cut that, the one thing you want to make sure is that you're not in the way of the sparks. Okay, because the blade's going to go like that. If you're holding it this way, the sparks are going that way, and 90% of the sparks are going that way. Alright?
Yeah, I'm going to try to be out of the way here.
Yeah, you're right. And we don't want any of the sparks. I choose not to wear glasses, because every time I've worn glasses, I usually get sparks or dirt in the eye. Because a piece hits my cheek, hits the glass, it bounces off the glass straight back into my eye. And that's happened on 8 out of 10 times with me wearing glasses. While I don't wear glasses, I get 1 in 100, 1 in 200 cuts. I may get a little bit of dirt in the eye, but nothing really bad.
It's mainly on the face.
Okay, now we'll start her up. You won't be able to hear me once I start up. And watch how I'm holding the grinder. Okay, you got to watch how I'm holding the grinder. Very important. Now, if you notice, I do not flex the grinder. I'm not flexing that way. I'm holding dead solid. I've got myself an anchor point so I can hold the grinder so it's not going anywhere. I'm not trying to do it freehand. It's just, you can't do it. You've got to have some place to anchor on. So you cut it and the sparks are going that way. So guard are not going to affect me because the sparks aren't going anywhere near me. Same when I'm doing down low. I do down low, nowhere near the face. A couple of sparks on the pants aren't going to hurt me. A couple of sparks on my leg aren't going to hurt. Alright, spark in the face, not good. Never have your face at spark level. Alright.
They sting for a while.
They do, very bad. Okay, keep cut. Okay. Round we go. Follow me around, folks. Always always go. Always go one direction. Okay, notice I haven't cut through. I haven't cut right through the steel. So I can do this, rip it off so it doesn't land on me. Then I can go, just finish it. Straight out of the way. Finished. Job done, okay? Little 5-inch, terrific tool for this sort of job. 1-inch blades, the German blades, fantastic for this job. And I use the Bosch. I actually grabbed that one because out of all the grinders out there, the little 5-inch, this one has the smallest motor on it. So you can actually get your hands around it, especially for people with smaller hands than mine, which is most people. Most of the other machines have a bigger end on them, so it's harder to hold. But this one's pretty good, so that's why I use the Bosch. And yeah, that's it for showing you how to use a grinder. I'll show you more later, alright? Signing off. See you later, guys.